So I want to do a quick tabletop review of this Hiperfire grip, the Hyper Grip. I do have it here. I lied. I was running a Magpul, one of the Magpul, it's not the MOE grip, it's the one with the adjustable, you can swap out the grip plates on the front and rear. Oh man, I can't remember what the model name is. I'll put it in the description, but standard from a shape and size for the most part. It's a standard AR-15 grip. There it is. You can see the gray color. This one's got the storage in the bottom. I like it over some of the standard grips because it is adjustable. So I've got this as the thickest back plate I can put in it, and then I like the finger molding of that front plate there. It's a nice grip, but the grip angle for me, is a little bit more, instead of straight up, most standard AR-15 grips have a pretty solid angle, front angle. And what I find is, ergonomically, that's hard on my wrist, especially when I'm doing one-handed, I'm reloading or manipulating something out here and I've got to support my gun with one hand. That gets a little hard on my wrist. And so that straighter grip angle for me gives me a stronger foundation here. And if you're more solid, through here, that means that your trigger finger has less to do. And it's not going to move around or waver as much. And, the selling point of the Hyper Grip that they say in their marketing setup is that it makes you more ergonomic so that you can focus on pulling the trigger. Take that for what you will. That's the salesman shtick. So simple to take on and off. It's the one screw. Be careful of your safety retention, detent, and spring when you take it in and out, so you're not losing that, because your gun will not function properly without your safety being able to engage and disengage. But yeah, take that screw out, mindful of the spring and detent, and then pop the new one on. So this one, and again, if most of these things are built for, people who have experience taking their guns apart, but there's a screw down in there, hex screw, and that goes in and out pretty easy. I do like the ergonomics of this grip. It's comfortable. They make a textured version, and this is the smooth version, because I heard the texture had a little bit more of a gray color to it, and I was trying to move off the gray to black, so I got the non-textured. If I did it all over again, I'd probably get the textured. This feels a little slippery when you're just playing around with it like this. I probably should. I don't have any ammo or magazines here. Clear gun. But the grip at times when I'm taking my hand on and off can feel a little slick. So the texture might be good, and the glossiness isn't my favorite. So I think the textured grip would not turn it gray. I think it would match the matte finish of the rest of the gun a little bit better. But that being said, the textured version is more expensive. They also have a version with where their logo, which I can't see. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, where this it's all colored in, and it's orange and red and very bright. Looks cool, but not what I was going for here. And again, more expensive. This grip was $20. When what I'm to understand is that when you're actually using this gun, shouldering it, and actually putting pressure that you would put on a gun when you're actually using it, not messing around with it on a tabletop, that these grooves and slots, your finger or the skin and the meat of your hands kind of buries itself into those slots. And the fact that this is glossy and a little slippery to the basic touch doesn't matter, because that's going to give you, it's got enough texture there that when you're actually trying to use this gun, You know, even if it's wet, you're going to still get that that compression of your skin into the grooves, and you're going to get good grip on it if you're actually using it. So that's, you know, that'll be for a range. You know, I'm going to the range, I'll have a little bit more on this gun, and I'll be able to tell you if that's the case. But the ergonomics of it are fantastic. Very strong grip angle. You know, I feel a lot better with it, manipulating it up and down with my wrist. It's maybe not as drastic as they tell you in their marketing, but I do notice a difference. All this can be sanded off. These ledges are here on the other side to protect you from accidentally knocking your safety. In competition, you need quick access to your safety, and so you might want to sand it down a little bit, but that's not a minus to the grip. That's actually supposed to be that way so that you can get the function out of it that you want. So I like that. I probably won't move it. You know, I'm going to be putting an extended safety on this gun in the near future, so it'll have a better paddle than this mil-spec safety, so I don't suspect this little ridge is going to cause me any problems, so I probably won't have to edit it or modify it. But it's a good thick grip, and you're very comfortable when shouldering the weapon and doing some dry fire. I like the, you know, I like the ergonomics of it a lot. So that's that Hiperfire grip, a little tabletop review. But that's real quick. That's the grip I've switched to here for my 3-gun setup.